Hello! Welcome back to Lergle Stories. My name's Logan. I'm glad to see you. Today we're going to be reading a book called Just Like Daddy by Matthew Hall. Big thank you to Austin Macauley Publishers for letting us read this book. Remember, there's going to be a link in the description box down below if you want to go and buy this book for yourself. And remember to click subscribe to Lergle Stories so that you don't miss the next video. Little bit about Matthew Hall. Matthew Hall is a writer from northeast England who resides and has studied in the west coast of Scotland. He is an avid film and music fan, as well as a stargazer, language lover, and fan of all things creative. I think I'd be friends with Matthew Hall. He likes all the same things that I do. Let's get started. Just like Daddy. Sarah lives in a big house in a big neighborhood with a big garden filled with lots of colorful flowers. Sarah lives with her mummy, daddy, and dog Jessie. She has lots of toys to play with and lots of books to read. Sarah likes to play with her friends, Laura and Toby. They play lots of games together, share their toys, and tell each other stories. One day, Laura goes to Sarah's house and asks her mummy if she can come and play with her. Okay, Sarah's mummy says. Have fun. Sarah and Laura go out to play together. They go to Toby's house and ask his mummy as well. Okay, Toby's mummy says. Have fun. Sarah, Laura, and Toby play together. Then Laura tells them she has a surprise for them. They all go to Laura's house. Laura has something exciting to show them. She has a new toy house. It's lovely. It's blue with some flowers in the window that are all the colors of the rainbow. Inside the toy house are some toy pots, pans, and dollies to play with. Laura suggests that they all play families. Okay, says Toby. That sounds like fun, says Sarah. I'll be the daddy and go out, Toby says, and you two be the mummies that stay here at home. Laura likes this idea. That sounds fun. But Sarah doesn't. I'd like to do that, she says. I'd like to go out and do what a daddy does. Then Toby says, You can't do that. Why not? Sarah asks. Because girls have to stay at home and do what mummies do, Toby says. I don't want to do that, says Sarah. You have to, Toby says loudly. That's not very nice, and Sarah gets upset. She decides that she doesn't want to play anymore. At home, Sarah's mummy asks her what has made her feel unhappy. Toby said that I couldn't do what daddies do, Sarah says. Instead, I have to do what mummies do. Sarah's mummy gives her a big hug and says, I'm sure Toby didn't mean to upset you. Soon, Sarah's daddy comes home and talks to her. Sarah, you can do whatever you want to. Girls can do what daddies do, and boys can do what mummies do, he says. Sarah's daddy always cheers her up. The next day, Sarah spent the day with her mummy. She did everything her mummy did. She washed the dishes, she vacuumed the floor, she dusted the corners, and helped her mummy make dinner. She knew that her mummy worked very hard all day. But she wasn't sure that she would like to do this, which was okay. The next day, Sarah's daddy took her to work with him. In the morning, he sorted all of the papers in his case, got all dressed up in a suit, and drove to his job in their car. Sarah watched her daddy all day. He was also very busy. He would write on lots of paper, go to lots of meetings, and speak to lots of other people. Sarah liked this. When they went home, Sarah was very tired. She told her mummy and daddy, "I like what a daddy does. He's a boss. I'd like to be a boss when I grow up." Sarah knew that her mummy and daddy did different things, but they both worked very hard. So Sarah knew that one day, if she worked hard in school, listened to her teachers, and was very polite, she could be just like Daddy. The end. I'm glad that Sarah decided what she wanted to do. And you know, mummies go out to work as well, and daddies stay at home sometimes too. It's okay to do both, just as long as you're happy. What do your mummy and daddy do? Or maybe you live with someone else. What do they do with their day? And what would you like to do when you grow up? Have a think about it. See you next time. Bye!